Good morning, guys. This is not the video that I wanted to make today. In March of 2018, I was given the opportunity to get a 2019 Ford Expedition. It was the most epic truck that I had ever had. It was a great car. I had all of these ideas lined up for it. It was going to be an epic overlanding vehicle. It was going to be something that I truly wanted to put a lot of money into it so that it could be essentially mine. You know, I could do what I wanted to with the vehicle. But in December of 2018, the engine, when I would start it up, it would make this knocking noise the first time that I would start it every morning. The rest of the day it would be fine, but I had no issues unless it was in the morning. And then I sent a message to Tommy over at Gas and I said, hey man, what is the deal? Can you listen to this?
Hey Tommy, Tim, I need your help. I'm about to start my car. It's been making some rattling sounds, mostly after it's been sitting for 4 or 5 hours. So take a listen. If you guys can help me identify what that is, I'd be much obliged.
And he said tow it in immediately, unless, you know, your only option is drive it, but get it into the shop immediately. So I did, and the car, for one reason or another, it sat in the shop for over 50 days. Had nothing to do with, you know, the guys at Galpin or Ford Service. It was a complicated procedure, and there were a lot of parts that were missing because it was still a relatively new vehicle. They didn't have access to those things, but I think the issue ultimately ended up being the cam headers and the timing chain, and it all had to do with it ultimately had some issues with the air conditioner as well. So, you know, there was a stack of problems that I had with the Expedition. And with that being said, it then at that point falls into lemon law. Now, I didn't necessarily want to lemon the car. There weren't many other options. I think the sticker on it was $68,000. And so I had two options, and it was a lease. I could either swap it in for a new Expedition, or I could just get all of my money back and walk away. I started to go the route of swapping it in. I was going to trade it in for something else of equal or more value, and one option was a Raptor. And you guys know that I had always wanted a Raptor, so I thought about doing that process, but unfortunately the dealers still were charging the markup, so that still would cost me an additional $5,000 to $10,000 on the car. So I didn't want to go that route, and there was a lot of back and forth, a lot of changes in who was my case manager, so I didn't really know what was going on, and you know, weeks turned into months, and now we finally came to a resolution. I had thought that the process was done, and then it all kind of bubbled up again right after I got the wrap done, and they settled on the case to give me all of my money back. So rather than risk it again, I decided that I'm going to turn in the Expedition. So I don't know what is going to happen next. The only thing I know now is, you know, they're not going to give me my money for the wheels that I put on it, and they're not going to give me money for the wrap that was put on it. So I have to take the wheels off. I need to put the old ones back on it, and the other thing is I need to take this wrap off because they won't let me turn it in with that on there, or they're going to charge me a fee to remove it themselves. So I'm going to remove the wrap myself. I hope it's not a pain in the butt, and then we're going to take the car, turn it in, and now we're going to start a whole journey on what's next. Maybe a 4Runner, maybe a sports car. I don't know, but I feel bad that this is such a short-lived journey on what I was going to do with the Expedition and, you know, turning it into an overlander rig. But maybe this is something that we can do together and pick out a new ride and turn it into something special for the channel, rather than something that, you know, I kind of just brought into the mix. So this is something that's going to be new. It's exciting. Rest in peace to the Expedition. I'm going to miss it greatly, but for now, let's get to removing this wrap. I think it's like 100 degrees, 95, 100 degrees outside today, and the car is just, I mean, it's just been sitting under the sun for the last 2 weeks while I've been gone. One side finished. onto the back, top, other side, and the roof. Great. The wifey's out here helping me. Got me some water. And now the tough side of her says I'm gonna rip this off. So she's over there on it.
Boom, bitches.
She's gonna wipe out. Look at her. Look at her. Thumbs up for Tammy in the comments. Yeah, man. Put those muscles into it. Get it. So the only things left are the hood, the bumper, and the roof. Everything else is back glossy and nice and clean, and then we'll just get these wheels switched out and call it a day. And I guess we'll say goodbye to the Expedition. Just needed to sit in the sun for a little bit. Perfect. Just need a little heat. Okay, just to put things into perspective a little bit, this right here, that's all of the film off of my car. That is $5,000 worth of paint protection. $5,000 worth of paint protection right there on the ground that was protecting the Expedition for the last, I guess 2 months now. And there it is. It's all gonna go into a waste bin and it's done. Okay, so I have the tires on the side of the street. Just need to pull the truck up so I can load them into the back. And we're gonna head off. Which, by the way, I thought that it would be interesting for me to let you guys know that I kinda got a hookup from Polaris. They sent me a slingshot. Like what the heck? I don't know what we're doing here or who I made happy, but they legit sent me that toy for a month. I've always wanted like a motorcycle without the risk and dangers of it. My wife would never let me own a motorcycle. I get to have that slingshot for a whole month to play with, drive around, do whatever I want. There's no stipulations whatsoever. It's mine to just go rip and have fun. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna have fun. So that's more content coming up. So make sure that you're subscribed. I don't know what shenanigans we're gonna get into with it, but we're gonna do something and it's gonna be a good time. But anyways, I'm gonna drop these seats down. We're gonna load up the tires and I guess we're gonna go turn in this baby. So yeah, crazy day. Okay guys, so it's a new day and gas unfortunately was super busy and wasn't able to change my tires out. So I'm back at home and I am gonna go meet up there and grab the Expedition from them. They should have the tires changed by now. And then we're gonna take it over to Galpin Ford and turn it in, and that's that. But the Expedition's already there, so the only way that we can get there is with this new slingshot. So I'm gonna grab my helmet, I'm gonna throw the cameras and stuff in there, and we're gonna take the slingshot all the way to Galpin. So yeah, cheers to that. So one cool thing is I have the GoPro that's right here, but my camera bag I can actually put in this neat little helmet bin right here behind it. So I'm just gonna stuff that right back there. Lock that in, and the gimbal I guess I'm gonna have to put in the seat belt here so I don't lose that. Safety first. Definitely not what
this for, I think it's like 8 miles. I'm just gonna take it straight down to, I stalled it. Too busy talking. Oh my gosh, what a noob. Anyways, I'm gonna take this all the way down to gas, pick up the truck, and I'm just gonna enjoy this, man. It's like just a giant toy. So much fun. And the back end of this is so playful that if you give it a lot of power in first or second gear, it'll give you a little fishtail even with traction control on. It's so great, man. So great. Okay, so I got Tim, and I was just paying for the tires and getting those back on, which I used my gas gift card. And I told Tim that I rolled up in a slingshot, and he immediately was like,
"Let me drive it."
Let's do it.
So let's go. You don't know how to drive a stick?
No. Never have.
Well, the first thing you do is
rev it up and
you
dump
just
the
wiggle
clutch, right?
this like this as fast as you can. Yeah, there you go. Whoa! Okay, you drive a stick shift much better than I did on my first time. Much better. Oh yeah.
It's really snappy.
First through third is so playful. Tim, thank you for showing me what this is actually capable of. Yeah, I'm definitely awake. Wow. This thing's capable of a lot more than I was anticipating.
Dude, this thing's awesome. It's really snappy. I like it.
Yeah, they're fun. Oh, and it is back to stock wheels. Guys, the stock wheels on these things, just not a fan at all. So glad that the time that I had this, that I didn't have anything like this on it. The presence of the wheels that I put on it looks so much better. But all things must come to an end, and time to say goodbye. And that's it, guys. Just like that, the expedition is gone. I got my check, got my money back, and now it's on to the next adventure. So this has been quite a learning experience. It's been a long process. I thought that I was gonna keep the car, and I thought that amazing things were gonna happen, but as life goes, you just never know, and you just gotta be able to take the punches as they come and just figure out what you're gonna do next. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'm about to go film something really special over at the Premier Collection, and like always, I'll see you next time.